Cook, describe what you saw for us?
Well, yeah, definitely. Like I said, like I was saying there a lot earlier, I was at Forsey Bay over at the. I was at Forsey Bay, obviously at the Riverside Southside Speedway, and as the plane was making its way in, you know, it obviously was making a very awkward sound. So obviously I looked up in the sky, and sure enough, the plane was making its way in, making an unusual sound, and I was there with my son, and sure enough, the plane just started nose diving. It just kept coming down, and coming at a very high rate speed than what they usually coming in, about an easy 120 mile an hour. And it just looked like the driver of the plane that she just couldn't be able to get the wings to lift the front back up, and just had no chance with it. Just plowed right into the grass halfway coming through, bounced about 3 or 4 or 5 times, and then finally came to a gradual stop. So whichever way, like I had to obviously pick up the phone, call 911. I got on the phone as soon as possible with those guys, fire rescue. While I was on the phone, explaining to the police that there was actually a 100% guaranteed plane crash, it was diverting me to the fire and rescue. And while I was on fire and rescue, trying to explain to them what had happened, the Bermuda Fire Service was already on their way down here to the scene. As soon as they got to the scene, they had the foam sprayers, and they was putting these foam sprayers onto the plane. There weren't no fire or nothing like that, but just to make sure there weren't no fire or any other explosion, anything like that. So they just took it off, and pretty much all I could know.
So you indicated that the plane, when it first touched land, was not in its position. Just describe that again for us.
What I'm trying to say is it wasn't nose, like basically how a plane would usually land. It was more coming downwards, almost like a nose dive, but the engine was still running, so it weren't like it was cut out or anything like that. It was just basically just on a slight slope, just making its way down. And like I said, the driver obviously of the plane, the pilot couldn't be able to get it to front to lift up, and it just plowed right into the ground.
And just describe again where the first impact was when she landed.
The first impact, I would say, was pretty much a good maybe 1,000 feet. I don't know. I mean, from here, if I'm explaining it, I can't say 1,000 feet, but it was a good halfway far up in the patch in the grass and all that there, and it bounced a couple times. It plowed in and bounced a couple times, like I said. Finally came to its gradual stop where it's located as it is right now.
Now, once they sprayed the area, did you witness what actually transpired after that?
No, I was actually too busy worrying about getting my son and packing up all my equipment over the race bay and coming over here to see if anybody could get to see what was going on, just to make sure that everybody was okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem.